Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the new Marvel Legends Superior Octopus figure, part of the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure wave of Spider-Man Marvel Legends. And this is a figure that is deceptively not quite as simple as it may seem, which is why I said deceptively. It looks like something we've seen before with new paint and a backpack. Not quite. And there's something about this that is very cool. There's something about this that's not so great. We're going to get into that. But all in all, it's more interesting than it seems like it would otherwise be. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 6 and let's say 3/8 inches tall, which makes him pretty close to 16.5 centimeters. You know, there's always going to be a little give or take. And so this guy's really cool in four ways. We'll say 4 ways. One is I like the overall proportioning on this guy. I think it's pretty good. He definitely has more of this standard superhero appeal than we normally get. He doesn't seem very narrow across the chest, so that's really nice. That's one thing. Two thing is that he is mostly glossy black, or at least somewhat glossy black, semi-glossy black, and then flat gray. And that looks so nice. Having the contrasting finishes really makes this guy pop. So that's thing number 2. Thing number 3. The green paint job on him. Yeah, I know some people don't like that it's more of a bluer neon-y green rather than the more yellowy green. And I personally prefer the yellowy green, but this does look really good. But it's really clean. Really, really clean. The octopus squigglies, very nicely done. The parts on the arms, the face, the black and gray lining, very clean. That's thing number 3. And thing number 4, we'll get to in the articulation. Now, those are good things. It stands out in those ways in a positive way. The bad thing, his tentacles are non-posable, and that is not okay, because the pre-sculpted tentacles suck. If you're gonna sculpt tentacles that can't be posed, don't do it like this. This looks like shit. Why? Why are they not just like in a neutral, put them all out like this type of pose? Just do that so that he can be in a decent pose. Why aren't they like that? Why do we have one going across his front? Why do we have this one having some kind of seizure? This is the only one that's in like a, they should all be shaped like that one. I mean, in their various corners. This one's just done. He's like, nah, I'm not doing whatever you guys are into. I'm just gonna look at the ground. If you're gonna pre-sculpt them, don't make them look stupid. That looks really freaking stupid. It's useless like that. It looks so ridiculous. How? How is that something they decided? Should we sculpt them or should we let them bend them the way they want? Let's sculpt them. Should we make them look cool? No. How is that a decision that they made? Why is that a thing? This is so stupid. Yeah, you can rotate them a little bit. Oh, that's so helpful. Oh, look, it fell out because it's not meant to be posed and they suck. So we're going to set those aside. Those things suck. Aesthetically and functionally, those things suck. Aesthetically, otherwise, this guy looks cool. I'll give him a 7. I'll give him an 8. No, 7 because of those. Okay, so onto the accessories. It's these. They suck. 2. All right, onto the articulation. This is my favorite. I wanted to get into this. Yes, we still have the smaller shoulder balls and the arms we've seen before, but here's the thing I didn't expect. We have an all-new torso, and it's not an ab crunch. And it looks so much better for not being an ab crunch. It also functions almost as well as most ab crunches. They could have definitely done a little better with the diaphragm joint, but front to back wise, functions like an ab crunch, give or take. But we also get this. Really nice leaning side to side. Boy, is that awesome. Also, extra rotation and leaning at an angle, which you can't achieve with an ab crunch. And we get a waist twist on top of it, or technically below it. That is how a torso should be done. If you're not going to have a ball peg down here, which you're not going to from Hasbro Marvel Legends, which is fine, this is how you do it. This is so nice. Yes, they could have squeaked more range out of it and tried a little harder, but this is so good. I love that they did that diaphragm joint. So pleased. If we can start getting a lot more of this and a whole lot less ab crunch action going on, it'll be so nice. Now, back to the head. The head is seated pretty well on the neck. You do get a tiny bit of lollipop, but not anything that's a problem. I mean, it's just in the sense that you can shuffle it on the hinge so you end up breaking the neck just a tiny bit, but it is fine. It is just fine. Full rotation, of course. It does lean up and down. You already saw. You do get some attitude. Really love the overall setup on this guy. They did a really good job. Butterfly joint is very nice. Tiny shoulder balls still, but you get decent range out of them. Full rotation. A little bit of a bubbly bicep area. You see how it kind of loops where it connects to the shoulder? That shouldn't quite be so much. This shouldn't be sucking in. The shoulder should be bigger, and you basically want like a triangle shape going up into the shoulder from the bicep and the tricep. But this is still okay. It's still fine. And that's part of the aesthetics, not the articulation, so why am I talking about it? Elbow could definitely be better, that's for sure. You do get floaty gauntlets, and you get a wrist swivel and a hinge. Nicely sculpted new hands, by the way. Diaphragm joint and waist, we already talked about. Hips, they go out pretty far. Not great, but far enough. Going forward, they did come off at an angle, but you get decent enough range. They don't go back too far at all. Thigh swivel is fine. Double jointed knee is fine. Boot swivel is fine. They do line up nicely when you're not using them. Ankles go all the way back. Okay, far enough forward, and a really nice ankle rocker. So, articulation on this guy, still not perfect, but some things are fantabulous. Other things are pretty good, so I'm going to give him an 8. I really, really enjoy this figure. If it wasn't for his stupid tentacles that are pre-sculpted and terrible, I would really, really like this figure. Now I only really, really like it. You know what I mean? It's all about the emphasis. This is... Why, Hasbro? Why do you go through the effort of making new parts like this and then give us pre-sculpted, terrible tentacles? Oh, so disappointing. Final verdict on this guy. If these were good, he'd be a 9. For such a basic figure, it's really, really well done. But because these guys are such garbage, I'm only going to give him an 8. Because the body's really nice. It probably technically only deserves a 7 because of how bad those are and they're a key feature, but the body's really nice. So I'm going to give it an 8. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below, and we will talk. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, you probably should, because I have so many videos for you to watch. Lots and lots of them. And new ones coming out just about every single day. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.